Hi everyone, I'm Sunera, we're the Robertses, and this is my husband, Shaun. And this is the husband tag. So I'm going to ask Shaun a couple of questions to see how well he knows me. Okay. Question 1, where did we meet?
We met in high school, if you want to be technical, but otherwise we really met when we were in university. That's when we fell in love.
Yes, correct.
Thank you.
1 point. Where was our first date? Do I even remember this?
Our first date was... Oh no, I do remember it. It was at Musgrave Centre. I took you to watch... What is it? Falls of Fury.
Yeah, and I dressed up like overly dressed up and you were like in shorts and slops.
Too right.
Okay. What was your first impression of me? Let's do the one in school and the one later.
Yo. Well, in school it was... In school I wasn't interested in girls. So it was more like just, there's another person there, you know. But I did think that you were nice looking. But yeah, it was not like... it wasn't like my focus to be looking at girls who were so young. But my second impression, or my second first impression,
later on, like in 2007,
was then I loved you from the first sight, and it was like, yo, so beautiful.
My first impression of you though, at school, intelligent, absolutely all together.
Really?
Yes.
I was such a geek.
No, you were like that. I want to aspire to be that person. And then the second first impression was like, wow, what a gorgeous guy.
So we're on the same page.
Number 4, who is my best friend?
Yo, I would hope it's me. But if it had to be a female, it's probably either Emily or Yarissa.
Okay.
It's true.
Good answers. If I could go anywhere on a vacation, where would I go?
So
Anyway.
you don't even know.
I'm thinking while you're answering, I'm thinking.
If I had to say based on how I know you, it would definitely be an island holiday. It has to be an island.
At the beach,
holiday.
yes.
Yeah, at the beach.
Correct. Yeah, we're doing really well, hey? Hope we're gonna beat the others. Number 6, if I was stranded on an island and allowed one luxury item, what would it be?
I don't think I know.
Something I do a lot, all day.
Your phone.
Luxury, I don't know. I was thinking very simple.
A Bible. No.
No, I was gonna say my lip eyes.
Oh my word. Well, I would never.
I hate dry lips, yeah.
That doesn't count as a
So
mistake.
the one wrong.
It doesn't count.
Okay, number 7. When did you know that I was the one?
It's funny to say it, but I probably knew you were the one before I actually came and saw you. That's the first time, because when we were speaking to each other, it wasn't based on looks or on feelings or whatever. It was just something that I got from God, basically, just confirmation. So yeah, I just knew. I don't know, I can't explain it, but I just knew.
Number 8. When did you meet the family?
I met your dad on the trip to go fetch you, which was kind of hectic, that 3-hour trip to Durban. And I had to discuss my whole life plan for us and for me and my 10-year plan and all that stuff. But I already knew your mom from, obviously, as a hairdresser. But I only really met them like that time, obviously, when we came back from there.
Was that in 2007?
2007, yeah. School holidays, university holidays.
Yes. What was our first road trip?
You and me. Probably when we went to Scotland for one of our anniversaries.
Yes.
Probably like, what is that, our first year anniversary? I think it was our first year one. We went to Scotland and we had that Enzo's pizza and stuff, and that was a really nice time.
Okay, number 10. If I could live anywhere in the world, where would that be?
Yo, I really don't know. I really do not know. I would think that you're quite happy in South Africa, because I get that feeling from you, and that you enjoy it here. But I don't think Gauteng is the place. I think it's Durban. Don't say Fred. Please don't say Fred.
If you say anywhere in the world, I mean, it's like anywhere. I think I would have chosen, you know, I love the English.
Oh, yeah, how could I forget that? I knew that, but I forgot. And you, where do you think I would want to live?
America.
Yeah, you know it. You know it.
Okay. We go out to eat. What drink do I order when we go out to drink?
Strawberry daiquiri. Pretty much.
Yeah, most of the time. And you, it's Coke.
Yeah, simple Coke.
Okay, number 12. What irritates me the most?
Uncleanliness, untidiness, disorder.
A little bit, yeah. If I'm thinking, okay, in terms of interactions with people, with human beings, what do you think irritates me the most?
I don't know. People that are irritating. I don't know.
I think for me it's people that talk too much and you can't even get one word in.
Okay. Yeah, I knew that one.
Okay. What weird obsession do I have? Do I have weird obsessions?
Yeah, you have an obsession with lip lines. You're always putting it on when you go to bed.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that is true then. What is my favorite restaurant?
Probably that Japanese one. If I had to take a guess, that samurai restaurant.
I'm trying to think. There's not one place that I...
Well, what's your favorite kind of food? Type of food?
I'm trying to think. It's just like all kinds. It just has to be really good quality food, I guess.
Yeah, so the Japanese one. Yeah.
Probably, okay. Next, 15. What is the one food I do not eat?
Tomatoes. You can't stand tomatoes.
No, I do eat tomatoes.
Yo! Does that eat them like that?
Oh yes, I don't eat raw tomatoes, yes, definitely not.
Yeah, and tomatoes, it has to be. I don't know what else. You eat pretty much everything else. Oh, you don't like the mince-mates. You don't like mince-mates. Yeah.
Yeah, cooking like food that's not from scratch. I don't like that. Okay, what is my favorite Star Wars character?
Your favorite?
Wow.
Your favorite Star Wars character? Yo, let me think. Not Darth Vader, definitely not.
Yeah, let's talk with the old Star Wars, right?
It's not Princess Leia. I don't think you really like her. Yo, to me it's a toss-up between Luke Skywalker and Yoda.
No.
Oh, don't tell me it's the robots.
No.
R2-D2.
No, he would probably be
Chewbacca.
second. No.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. Who else is there? Oh, how can I forget my... That's my favorite. Yo, how can I forget? That's embarrassing. Yo, I hope that part gets cut out of there. That's embarrassing.
See, we are similar in certain ways.
Yeah.
Okay, 17. How did you first say you love? Or how did we first say we love each other?
Oh, that was that other thing. Remember, instead of saying I love you, we used to say
yes.
There's 3 words I want to say to you.
Yeah, so then we would say 3 words.
Yeah.
Bye, 3 words.
So it was like code for saying I love you, but we didn't actually say it.
Yeah. Until we saw each other and said it face to face. Because remember, we used to be
yeah,
chatting
we were
a lot.
protecting that.
Yes. We wanted to say I love you to each other.
Very good.
Who invited who? Okay, this you'll know. Who invited who first on Facebook?
Yo, I can't remember. I think it was me.
No, it isn't.
Damn it.
I was the one that started this whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yo, well, now my mind is set straight.
Remember, I invited you and then you wrote on my wall.
Oh, yeah. I wrote first.
Yes.
Sorry, I mean.
What did you write on the wall?
What did I say?
He said, I think I had a status suffering from a chocolate overload, and you said, I wish I was suffering from a chocolate overload.
Yeah. Still to this day.
1st of September 2007.
Yeah.
What is my favorite thing to do at the gym?
Run on the treadmill,
Yeah.
without doubt.
Yeah. Oh, what is my... let's see if you know this, because if you know this, then you're gonna get a tick in my happy box. What is my favorite Disney movie and Disney movie princess?
Yeah. First I have to think of what movies they are, because I don't know them. Your favorite one is probably...
Okay, start with the princess. You should know that one.
What's that? Oh, I can't remember what
Can I
the
help you? So there's
Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
There's
Is that your answer?
Snow White. No, I'm just trying to think.
Okay, so it's Beauty and
Then
the Beast.
there's
There's Belle from Beauty and the Beast, Snow White, Ariel, Little Mermaid, Sleeping
That's a
Beauty.
princess. Oh yeah, she is.
Okay, choose from those.
Your favorite movie is probably Beauty and the Beast. No.
Not the movie, but
The princess.
yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then the movie must be Sleeping Beauty.
No.
Oh my word.
One last try. It's Anisha and mine favorites. We know
The
the
Lion
word.
King.
Yeah, the Lion King.
There's a princess.
No.
Oh. I was about to say like, yo.
Okay, we're done. 20 questions.
I must have got at least 15, 16.
Excellent.
Nice. Yeah, so I think having been married for coming up on 4 years, right? Yeah, it is 4 years. I don't know why I'm getting confused. But having come up on 4 years of marriage, I think it's like important to, or we've learnt a lot of stuff that's valuable, a lot of advice that we can give other people. And I mean, throughout our time of just speaking to people that are getting married, or people that are newly married, or people that are trying to find someone to marry, like I think we've just learnt a lot through our own experiences, and that we've actually been able to share that with people, and generally they've found it quite valuable. So like I think the first thing for me that's quite important is when you're trying to find someone that you're going to marry, like obviously being a Christian, it's important to seek God's desire for where you want, or what person you want. But obviously also it does take a bit of a leap of faith at some stage. But I think that God does give you He always gives you the, what do you call it? what's the word, like the piece of, or what is it? I don't know what the word is.
Reassurance.
He gives you, like, he makes you feel like it's correct. He knows when it's right, it will be right. Sorry, my English is terrible today, but it's just something like you should never settle for second best. That's what we've experienced. Like, I mean, when it's the right person, everything just works out so well. Like in our case, I mean, even with being a mixed race couple, people always ask that question. Like, even the other day, some guy asked, like, what, isn't it like difficult and hectic and stuff? But it really hasn't been. It's actually been so smooth and so simple. And like, just that thing of, before we even started dating, we already knew, we set out that objective, I actually want to date you with the intention to marry you. It's not like I just want to find out how things are between us. It was like, no. And it's amazing to be able to make that kind of decision. It can only be through God, because as a human, if you do that, then it's like, oh, what happens when something goes wrong or whatever. But with us, when something went wrong, we knew,
Yeah, I think for me, I just decided, I'm tired of looking and hoping and just, I just decided, what, God, I'm going to leave this in your hands, and you find the right person to me. Will you please bring him to me? I even asked for God to hand him to me on a silver platter. I guess I just didn't want to waste my time with the wrong person. My whole plan was to marry, or to date my husband, the person that I was going to marry. And so definitely waiting for the right person, I would say, saved us from a whole lot of, wasting time with the wrong people, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like you're just more intentional, because everything that you do when you have a fight, it's not, oh, we had a fight, should we break up? It's, oh, we had a fight, but we're going to get married, so let's deal with it. And it's sort of like, when you've got that vision, it just makes everything easier. You just know, even when you're dealing with parents and friends and stuff like that, it's just so much more intentional. It makes it easier. Thanks.
What I would also say is transitioning from dating and then being engaged towards marriage. I think something that has really helped us as a married couple, from the onset, we said to ourselves, this is the marriage we want to have. A lot of people, know their future, they know where they want to go, they know what career they want what career paths to go on. And I think for marriage, people just get married. They don't decide beforehand, this is the marriage I want, and this is how we're going to get there. So for us, there was a vision for our marriage, there still is. And we plan towards it and we work towards it. And there's certain things with us that are like non-negotiables. Like, we have date nights, we invest in our marriage, we're always reading books about how to be better as a husband and wife. We find that to be, I think, that's what keeps our marriage really an amazing marriage that it is.
Yeah, it's like being intentional about it. That's the main advice. It's like you don't just let life pass you by. It's like, we have to keep, marriage is not something that just gets better. You have to actually make it better by working on it. I mean, our experience of that has been amazing. It's just going from strength to strength. And when things go wrong, you just deal with it. It's like you come up with an effective way. Like, I mean, when I fight with you, think about it. When we first got married, I fought with you, I didn't speak to you, or we carry on fighting. Nowadays, if I fight with you, it's like, you know what, I have to be the man here. I have to just apologize and get it over and done with, because you're just wasting time anyway. Right?
Yes.
And that works good. Yeah, so I think the main advice I can give is just being intentional about it. When you get married, it can be simple. I mean, in our case, I think it has been pretty simple, but it's only because we've been intentional about it and we've set our target quite high. And yeah,
I think also, like, on our wedding day, I don't really remember much about the sermon that was preached because I was so nervous. But the one thing that I remembered Pastor Paul saying was marriage can be the closest thing to hell or the closest thing to heaven. And I've always kept that at the back of my mind. I've seen great marriages and I've seen bad marriages, and who would want to choose something that's the closest thing to hell? Like, no one would want that. So yeah, work on it, compromise, be sacrificial in how you are with your spouse, and love above all things. And yeah, when it's happy, it's great, and you have two great products out of it, as opposed to people just dragging each other down. So yeah, marriage can really be great and amazing, and it actually makes you better people if you go at it the right way.
Yes. And don't have sex before marriage. That's a good way to end.